And the course that I was doing, which was economics, everyone was like, oh, you're not going to find a job here with economics. You should do healthcare.
Men, by the way, cook. Ile wanaume tulikuwa nayo hapa unakujanga una drop. Si ndio?
Yeah.
Ile ego inabidi ishuke.
Yeah, don't be too choosy and say I can't do this or that.
There are so many things that are different.
Yeah.
First of all,
it's the same thing you were saying. People expect that you land and money starts coming from trees and you automatically do well.
The only hard thing is leaving your family.
Yes, mambo vipi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Mkenya Marekani. This is a platform where we educate you, we motivate you, we tell you how you can come to the US. We feature a lot of Kenyans who are here doing extraordinary stuff, how they came, so that you can get motivated, okay? So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And today we are talking to a couple, a beautiful couple. I've met them today, and we'll share their story today. Don't go nowhere. Subscribe. Ama namna gani? So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, nakaribisha watu wangu wa power. Leo mtawajua ni kina nani. Drum rolls. Karibu sana. Karibuni sana. Mambo vipi?
Mzuri sana.
Mkoaje?
Tuko poa sana.
Poa.
Unajua people think so unajua watu wanadhani ukikuja US you can't speak Swahili.
Hapana.
Yeah.
Wenye waongei ni wale hawataki ama wenye wakujua kutoka nyumbani.
Yes.
Ndio hii tunaongea.
So, but today we'll speak in English so that it can go. Anybody can be motivated by this video,
right.
Even African immigrants. Okay, so welcome to Seattle. Is it your first time to be here?
No, this is like my 4th time.
Yeah.
Or 5th time, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I used to live here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic. First of all, let's start with first things first. Maybe introduce yourself. POG introduce and then we move from there. Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. Oh, okay. My name is El. I'm El Mambo. That's what my friends call me. And this is my husband, Nico. And as I introduce...
Mi naitwa Nico. From Kenya.
Yes.
So
a lot of guys, so tuko na story mob za kupiga. A lot of guys wanatakanga kujua how guys moved here in the US. Wali move lini. Like, Kenya, where do you come from?
From Thika.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah, we're both from Thika.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kwanza, kwa hivyo maupendo zilianza kitambo?
Yes, it's a long story, but it's true.
Yeah.
Juliana uko.
Wow.
And here we are.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. So, jani ya kumove to US ilianzaje? How did it start?
Tuseme, we actually came, personally I came with a K1 visa.
Okay.
So that's a fiancé visa.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a long time ago because it was in 2020, August.
Okay.
Yeah. Just when the country opened in Kenya, that's when I got out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then you followed her or...
No, he followed me.
Oh,
actually.
Okay. Oh, so you're the one who's applied?
Yeah, I applied for the K1 visa for him.
Yeah.
Maybe I had come in 2010,
Yeah.
And I lived here in Seattle since 2010 to 2020, right? And then I applied for him and he joined me in 2020, but then I moved to Phoenix, so that's where he joined me, so that's where we live now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And how long did it take for the K1 visa to Eva?
It took it would have taken less than a year. But it took a little bit longer than a year because we got caught up with the COVID situation. Yeah, he already had his visa by February of 2020, but he could not travel until August of 2020 because of the closures of the flights and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because a lot of guys wanaulizanga K1 and that's fiancé visa and spousal visa. Which one for you was faster?
I think K1 generally is faster, because the difference is when you do the K1 visa, it's like half the process is done when your person is outside the country, then they join you, and then you continue with the rest of the process. The rest of the process being getting your green card, getting your employment authorization, and being able to work and drive and do all those things. For the spousal visa, when you apply for your person, everything is done while they are still in the country.
Yeah.
Like Kenya, let's say, for example. And then when they come here, when they land, they already have everything. So the K1 was generally faster compared to the spousal visa. But during COVID time, I think those times have just been jumbled up a little bit. But K1 is generally faster.
Oh, wow, wow. Yeah. And the process of waiting now for your husband, Maze, to come, eh?
Yeah.
How is that? What
Actually, then, sikuwa husband.
Yeah.
Then I was a fiancé.
Yeah. So it means you dated online?
Yes.
I mean, online or long distance?
Yes.
Yeah. How was that process? Because kuna watu wengine wanasemanga ni hard sana.
Honestly, you just do what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's a process. You apply, you wait, you hope, because it's not guaranteed that if you start the process, you will get the visa. So you do your due diligence on your end. Make sure you do your everything right.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Do everything right and wait. And when I was in the country, I was still working.
Yeah.
I was doing my own hustle, and you do it as you wait. That is the best way. Don't do it. Don't leave everything else. Now I'm not working. I'm waiting for this visa. Go on with your life. That's how I did it. I just went on with my life and just let the process run.
Yeah.
That's what I did. So it was hard, yes, because it requires money, first of all, because all those applications, it's 16,000. Before you get even to the point where you get the visa, it's medical. So you get visa, then again medical, you pay for for the visa again. Then you have to start looking for a way of paying for your fare. So yeah, and the application too.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So ukaanza journey ya kukuja huku. What were some of the unajua you hear America. Had you traveled before to any other country?
Yeah, I had gone to Tanzania, but it was just crossing the border. Who wants to take a plane? Honestly.
We cannot compare Tanzania and what I meant is like Netherlands, Germany.
Tanzania is another country.
Well, please. Tanzania is an international country. If you come from the US, if you go to Tanzania, you are doing an international...
You are abroad.
Yeah, you are abroad. So whichever country you are in, it's an international country.
Yes,
please.
Yes. Away from Kenya.
Okay, away from Kenya, no. Like traveling for more than 2 hours on a plane, no. So it was a first for me. But of course, there's internet. You can see how it is like traveling. So it wasn't that hard. The only hard thing is leaving your family, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing. Anyone can attest, whoever has traveled outside, just saying bye to them and just imagining you'll not see them for more than a year, leave alone those months when you are... You actually come to realize how important your family is that moment you're on a plane. You're like, for real, I've left them. Yeah. So that was the hard bit for me, to be honest.
Wow, and now coming now here, landing here in the US, some of the cultural difference. Wachana hata mambo ya kutafuta kazi na nini. Cultural differences.
I don't know. Can we exhaust in this video? There are so many things that are different. First of all, when I came into this country, the first thing I did is, I think, paying $6 to get a cart to put my bags in New York. That was a big shock because in Kenya I just picked one. It's ziko tu hapo. They are just outside the airport. You pick one, you put your bags, you leave it there, you get on a plane, right? When you come to New York, it's the opposite. You get there, you pay $6. Do you know how much $6 is in Kenyan money?
Especially when you're coming from Kenya.
Yeah.
And you convert it to shillings.
You're converting.
Yeah, it's 600.
I think at that time, I just stood there. I didn't believe. I converted it in my mind. I was like, am I paying $6 to move from one floor to the next floor? Because I had like 3 bags. So I had to put those bags because I couldn't drag all of them. And go up the stairs into like a waiting area or the security place where you now checked and asked questions or whatever anything. Hata kama maybe could get on a plane. Then you leave it. So that was the first shock. How much I just paid. Then the other thing is just, of course, the way people are driving, it's different. Those are the first things you notice. You now start to see very huge roads, big buildings. And yeah, I know there are big buildings in Africa. But I think you can attest, even the roads here are like so huge. So they are huge, big trucks, everything is big. Look, have you seen those pickup trucks that are here compared to the Ford Ranger we are used to in Kenya? So they are so huge. The other differences may be the way people talk. People talk so fast.
You thought you knew English?
I thought I knew English. Well, I know English. By the English that is in Kenya, by the we guys, we speak the best English. East Africans, if you are watching, it's the best English, but these people speak very fast. They're like,
let's
done.
just say they don't speak our English. They speak American English.
Yes.
We learned British English.
Yeah, which is slow, and you have to digest the words.
Yeah.
But here they speak so quickly. Sometimes when you get to the airport, when you ask, which side is gate C? And they're like, you're like, what? What did you say? So those are the first things you realize, you notice. Then the other things is like the food here is so sugary, and they love cheese, something we are not used to in our country like so much. They like the kind of foods we eat here is like what? Fast food. Yeah. What in Kenya we take as snacks, this is a real meal here. Yeah.
So let's divert a little bit. You lived in Seattle for some time.
Yeah.
And some people ask me, how do I choose which state to go? So what made you to move from this state to where you are?
Oh, I moved here basically mostly because of family, because my parents and my family brothers are there in Phoenix, and so that was my main thing. And then the other thing is also the affordability. Seattle has become a little bit more expensive, and at the time I was expecting him to come join me. So, and before he got his papers and everything, I just wanted to make sure that we'd be in a place where we wouldn't be struggling. Yeah. So that was the other reason. So mostly those two reasons are the ones that made me move there.
Wazi, amazing. Now I see you kuna mtu wa muku introduce.
Oh. Hi, what's your name? This is our baby. She's our firstborn baby. Yeah. Her name is Elena. And yeah, she just joined us 3 months ago. Yeah. It's going to be 4 months tomorrow, so.
So let's talk about something pertinent. You know, being pregnant here in the US and hustling with work. Wacha hata mtoto kabla aingie. You don't have somebody to maybe help you around. How was that? Because Kenya unaita auntie fulani kutoka ushago anakuja anakaa na wewe anafanya everything. Here you can't afford that.
Oh yeah. Huku you have to do it yourself. Yeah. I'm very fortunate to have had him with me because he's very supportive and very helpful, and you know, even especially during that time when I was pregnant, he wouldn't mind doing things that I would normally do. So, right? Yeah, she agrees. Yeah, so I was very fortunate in that way. And also being that my mom is close by, since we moved close to where she was, she would come like see me and help me out. But really, I still had to work. I worked until my due date. But the good thing is I get to work from home. So that helped me out a little bit because I was getting so tired. So yeah, I think it made it easier for me than having to go to work every day.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, bro, how did you deal with coming to the US? Mwanaume huku anafanya kazi sawa na mwanadada. Kama ni kuingia kitchen, hakuna ati kufika hapo unapata ati wewe unatoka ati unakuja unanyoroshewa miguu hapo hivyo. You go to the kitchen, bro. And that's the American culture. Men, by the way, cook. Ile wanaume tulikuwa nayo hapo unakujanga una drop. Sindio? Yeah. Ile ego inabidi ishuke. How do you deal with that?
Interestingly, me nikikuja from Kenya, I used to work, right? Yeah. I used to live in a house. I used to do everything. Yeah. I used to cook for myself, do all these things. So me coming here wasn't anything different. So it was just having someone extra in the house. And when she's not able to do it, it was something I was doing before. Yeah. So it was easy. If you make tea for one person and tea for two people, there's no difference. If you're slicing the bread, maybe putting some butter, making some eggs. If you make 4 eggs and you are making 2, it's the same thing, right? Yeah, if you make ugali, how many people make, even those single people, how many people make ugali for themselves and they don't, when you eat it's done. You always have something left over, right? Yeah. Right now you're cooking it, it's the same thing you used to cook, only that you are eating 2 of you. That's the only difference.
So the tradition of, you know, every man says, I want a wife like my mother. Do we mean that somebody who cooks for you, somebody who washes for you? Is that what we mean, or what?
Now that depends. You know, we have very different mothers. So I don't know what mother people have out there. And if for me, I wouldn't say I was. How can I look for my mother and my mother is there? So you look for someone who compliments you.
Yes.
So that's what I was looking for, not really my mother. If you are looking for your mother,
then you have her already.
You already have her. I don't want to talk very bad because I don't want to say things that are controversial. But everyone, choose what you want. If you feel like it's your mother you are looking for, now that's up to you. But me, I'm talking on my behalf. So you're not looking for your mother. You're looking for someone who compliments you. I already have a mother, and she has a place. That's her. So for her, it was just someone to compliment me, not really my mother.
Yeah. So another thing that people are not aware is that when you come to the US, mostly when you move here, you might even take like 2-3 years before you accustom yourself to cultures, finding a favorable job, you know, because you think you'll just land like psh, and then even if you win a green card or you're coming with K1 visa, you think like you're coming na unaenda kupa. You take time before you gel into this culture. So talk to us a little bit about the gelling part and finding compatibility.
Oh, how I came and
started your
found
work,
my way. Oh, okay. So when I came, which was 2010, when I came when it was 2010, I was much younger. Obviously, it was 12 years ago. So I wasn't in the place where I was already in school back home. So I was in a place where I was wondering, should I continue with what I was doing back home or should I start something new? And the course that I was doing, which was economics, everyone was like, oh, you're not going to find a job here with economics, you should do healthcare. And I was like, oh, I wonder what this healthcare is about. But then I ended up going through that route. But that meant that I had to start over. But it took me quite some time. I want to say about 2 years before I was actually like, I knew exactly like what direction I wanted to take. Because there is that part of confusion where you're like, I don't want to leave what I was already doing and then start something new and I don't know how it's going to go for me. So I think I was lucky in the sense that I was still young and still had time to just figure myself out. But I think it's probably different for him since he came later and he already had like an adult life and had his everything in place and now having to start over. He probably has had a different experience.
Wow, so, that's fantastic. So I'm going to change again the topic. Bro, when you come here, watu wanaanza ku raise standards zako sana wakiwa Kenya. They think you get so much money. Everybody expects you to do something for them. Hebu sema reality kidogo ya America.
Let me tell you, to be honest, life is expensive. At the same time, the amount people are paid may seem higher than what we are paid in Kenya for a fact. And it's for the reason that here life is expensive. So you need that extra money to pay rent, to pay
all the bills.
And things are very different here. I don't know if I don't know how to expound this, but things are very different, especially when it comes to the expenses that are attached to life. For instance, the insurance that we are paying for our car in Kenya, because I'm saying that because even back in my country I had a car, so I can do the difference. So in Kenya, whatever you pay every year I can equate it to what I pay here 1 month. So that's just insurance. So you pay so much money. So there's so many expenses attached. You may think we are earning. If I tell someone, this is my rent in this country, they'll be like, this is like rent in Kilimani, right? But the amount that you're paid, it equals out. The same way it's in actually I feel like in Kenya you can have some amount of money, like little amount of money, and you can survive for a long time compared to this place. Here, if you don't work for 1 month, just tell me, how is it like? So it's quite different. And from Kenya, I understand, even me, if I hear it, I know it's a lot of money, looks like a lot of money, but the expenses are equally higher here.
Wow. That's something that people should know. So if somebody wants to come, for example, to the US, what would you advise them?
I would advise them to really talk to people that are here, or maybe watch your show and learn what to expect, because I feel like sometimes what really disappoints people, or maybe people are not aware, is what is really on the ground. I always say America is they portray it the same way completely opposite than what they portray in Africa. We always say, why do they always show the poor people, the starving kids, right? But in America, they only show like the good life, the big buildings, the posh cars, the people that are doing well. But there's a lot of struggles that are not shown here, right? So do your research. It's the same thing you were saying. People expect that you land and money starts coming from trees and you automatically do well. Before you get there, there is that time that you have to, everybody does that time. And it takes time to even figure your life out and have your life going the way that you would like to. So what catches people off guard is that process of coming from, you just landed and now you want your monies to start growing from your tree, right? So be prepared. I always advise people, if you have a skill that you can perfect as you wait for your papers to go, like if you can do things with your hands, the service industry pays a lot, like people that can do hair, if you can clean people's houses, if you can clean, you know, whatever you can do with your hands and you can perfect that art while you're still at home, you come here prepared with something that can help you. Also, when you come here, don't be too choosy and say I can do this or that as you wait for the big dreams to come to fruition, right? Because that's part of the process, and those could be your stepping stones to where you want to get. So
Wow, that's fantastic. You have a YouTube channel. Tell guys about it and then tell them to subscribe.
Oh, so our YouTube channel is 𝐿&NICK. I hope you'll put a link in the description. 𝐿&NICK. I'm sure some of your viewers also watch us. If not, please look for us. And if you are a viewer, please subscribe to his channel.
So our channel, we have our story on there. So if you're interested to know more about our K1 visa process, you can go and watch our videos. If you have questions about them, we're happy to share and help people out. And because the paperwork, and it's a lot of things and a lot of processes that's involved in a lot of times. So sometimes people have questions, you can ask us, you can just watch our story, and also now we just share our life experiences as we go. So you can join us and subscribe and be part of our journey.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for coming to Mkenya Marekani.
Thank you for having us.
Now I've subscribed to your channel, so I'll be watching.
Before they forget, it is EL space and like AND.
I will write it
NIC.
Yes. Sawa.
Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure.
Asante sana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Actually, I'm a big fan. I told you.
He started watching me from Kenya.
I started watching.
He introduced me to your channel. He was like, this guy is in America, you don't know him.
So I actually saw this guy during the COVID period when I was still in Kenya, and I was watching his videos. He was going.
That I was talking about people should watch and know what
so I was watching him, and I know he has a story in his during those times, he was going through a difficult phase. So that's when I discovered him. And since now meeting him today, I was like, oh, my friend, let me tell you, celebrate these people when they are alive. So I was like, I know you. I won't like pass and say, I know that guy. No, don't do that anymore. If you see someone you know, celebrate them right now. So this is Gary. Pleasure.
Be encouraged, and you are also inspiring a lot of people out there, and never think that you're not changing lives because you are. Information is power. And information is what helps somebody go from one level to the next, really. So you're doing a great job.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Honored to have you guys.
Thank you.
Here in this show.
We are honored to be here.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this beautiful show. Make sure you subscribe. And guys who are in America, if you watch this, usilete hatred mingi. Every information, hata kama ni wrong, correct us with love. Ama ni aje? Because this is our personal experience. It's not professional, okay? But because kuna watu wengine hapa hivi wanaletanga hatred sana, nao hawasemi kitu yoyote. They're not helping other people. So please make sure you subscribe. Not just subscribe to their channel, but watch, like, and share.
Thank you.
That's what we do. God bless you.
God bless.
Cheers.
Ile kwa kali.